What's up guys, it's Tommy here and welcome to a brand new Liverpool news video where we will talk about the investment news, the brand new update on Liverpool getting investment into the football club, and hopefully this will be done before the summer transfer window closes and Liverpool can spend more money in the transfer window they would be able to without the investment. This comes courtesy of Alex Miller, who is a reliable journalist, and he's saying that well-placed sources maintain that several investment options remain on the table for Liverpool FC and that a deal is expected to be completed over the summer. Frankly, I will be honest, FSG should have sold the club in full. I want them gone and I want new owners. But the next best thing is for FSG to sell a percentage of the club and to get hundreds of millions of pounds invested into Liverpool Football Club, because frankly they can't keep up with how football is going. In terms of you have to spend hundreds of millions of pounds every 2 or 3 years to maintain a level of competing in the Premier League, which is the richest league in the world. It's like the Super League, the Premier League. West Ham United, who were fighting against relegation, won all but one game in the Europa Conference League. That shows how good the Premier League is. And this journalist also said back in April that he has very reliable sources that the investment will likely arrive during the summer. FSG should have got the investment into the football club before the summer transfer window opened, because that would have been ideal. I mean, officially it's not open until July the 1st, so you could argue if they get the investment done before the official opening of the transfer window, then we will be fine. But I don't want this to drag on for months, because imagine if we only get the investment into the football club in August when the season is already on the way, and then maybe we can sign one or two players two more players. But it would have been much better if the investment was done already. FSG are under increasing pressure, and you as Liverpool fans should keep this pressure. You should keep applying the pressure on the owners. Otherwise, they won't spend the required amount and they won't spend the necessary money for Liverpool to compete for titles and trophies again. And frankly, I think FSG are not the right kind of owners for Liverpool. Yes, they have done great things, but I don't want to make this another FSG for or against argument video. But if you have some strong feelings about FSG, about how Liverpool are run or have been run in the past 5 years, let me know in the comments below. And I really hope that this is direct investment into the football club, because I don't want FSG to get any richer. The Redbird capital investment. Many Liverpool-based journalists were saying in the media that FSG getting like 650 million pounds from Redbird Capital for selling parts of FSG or a percentage of FSG, that would directly help Liverpool spend more in the transfer market. And yes, we spent a significant amount of money on attackers, so we can't really complain on the overall spending on players. We can complain, however, on the spending on midfielders, and I don't really understand why FSG haven't spent more money on midfielders, why Liverpool only signed Thiago as a senior midfielder. In 4 years we only signed one midfielder, but hopefully someone was looking at buying the club, and hopefully FSG will have a plan of, selling 10, 20, 30% of the football club to an investor, and then gradually that part is increasing until FSG sell the football club completely to this investor. And of course they want to test it out how they can cooperate with this investor. And I don't want this to become another FSG PR spin, because it was implied before that the FSG sale would help us cover COVID losses, but in fact, in the end, it was a bank loan that was used to bridge COVID losses, and also the lies that FSG have put into the media. That's why I don't like the owners, to be honest. What I want is the investment into the club, because that allows investment into the player department, into the transfer market. Investment into FSG, like the Redbird Capital investment, just makes FSG richer. And that doesn't really impact Liverpool Football Club, because we know that the FSG don't spend more than what they absolutely have to just maintain Liverpool as a top 4 club. And that's my main argument against FSG, because there should be owners in charge of Liverpool who have the same ambition as the Liverpool fan base. Make Liverpool as brilliant as possible. Winning trophies and titles should be the major goal of Liverpool. Of course, apart from developing players, sustaining a budget, but you also have to argue Liverpool are one of the richest clubs in the world still. We are the 4th club on the Forbes rich list. So how FSG are doing this, that they are spending the absolute bare minimum on players, is really disgraceful, and I really want a big investment into Liverpool Football Club, so FSG finally will spend more money on players. There is another argument that FSG are playing this smartly, according to some people, because FSG have allowed a bidding war to take place for Manchester United, which indirectly increases the value of Liverpool Football Club as well. Pretty sure that Liverpool were valued around 3.5 billion pounds, and Man United were valued for 4.5 billion. But now, with Man United's potential sale being closer to 6 billion pounds, Liverpool should be valued for around 4.5, maybe 5 billion pounds, and that's a big increase from the 3.5 billion pounds that we were valued before. If the minority investment is going to happen, it's likely have been agreed behind closed doors for some time now, and they are getting the summer transfer window sorted before announcing or making it official, because if it's official that Liverpool get hundreds of millions of pounds, then every player will just get more and more expensive. Liverpool are interested in a player, slap another 20 million on the price tag. That's what clubs usually do when they hear that a very rich club are in for one of their players. I mean, the fact that Ruben Neves just went to a Saudi Arabian club, Al Hilal, I think, for 55 million pounds. I mean, it cost 20 million more than Alexis McAllister, and there is no way Ruben Neves should be going for 55 million with I think 1 year left on his contract or something like that. That's absolutely crazy. You could also make an argument that at the moment the only investors who have enough money to buy Liverpool outright for 4.5, 5 billion pounds are state-owned investors. Countries are only that rich to spend 4.5 or 5 billion pounds on a football club. And most Liverpool fans don't really want direct state ownership, me included. I want an investor who really cares about winning trophies, as well as, maintaining the club's traditions and history and ethos and the soul of the club, because the club is for the fans and not for, business owners to just make money off of. But FSG aren't stupid. They know that they have to keep Liverpool competitive, and they have to keep Liverpool towards the top end of the table, and they have to keep us in the Champions League to keep the club's value growing and to make themselves richer as well. So in a way, being greedy for FSG serves Liverpool as well. Because if they let Liverpool slide into mid-table mediocrity, they will lose out on a lot of money. If they let Liverpool miss out on the Champions League again, they will lose a lot of money in the long run. And I think FSG should incentivize a new investor buying a percentage of Liverpool Football Club by giving them some control into what goes around the football club. Of course, they should get some positions on the board. They should be able to vote on different issues and different decisions. They should involve them in the decision-making process. Of course, FSG will still be majority shareholders and they have the majority control of the football club. But I mean, you can't just say to an investor, spend £1 billion on like, I don't know, 25-30% of Liverpool, and you don't get to say how the football club is run. You basically don't have any control, but you spend £1 billion. I mean, these are crazy numbers. I'm sorry that I get it wrong sometimes, but just a normal human mind cannot comprehend what kind of huge amount of money this is that we are talking about here. Absolutely crazy. And Liverpool's finances should improve regardless of an investment or not, because the main stand loan, the loan that Liverpool used to rebuild the Anfield Road main stand, I think that just got paid off, and now we will pay off the other stadium expansion that we just completed in the next 8 years. The main spending, the majority of the spending on the stadium refurbishment and expansion has been completed. So now Liverpool theoretically should have more money to spend in the transfer window, but I want to see it happen. Of course, we should be patient. It's still very, very early on. The transfer window is still going on for another almost 2.5 months. So there is still plenty of time for Liverpool to sign big players, the right players for the right amount of money. And what gives me encouragement as well is that when Jurgen Klopp was asked about the announcement of a potential sale or investment into Liverpool Football Club, Jurgen Klopp said that he agreed with the owners that the club needed an additional investment. And from that interview, Jurgen Klopp seemed to suggest it would give Liverpool Football Club more capital, more money, more transfer funds to work with. And that's obvious pretty much that more money is needed at Liverpool FC. But I have a fear that FSG will use this money to buy an NBA expansion team, because there is big rumors in the NBA that there will be 2 more expansion teams in Las Vegas and Seattle, and LeBron James alongside FSG are very interested in buying one of those franchises, one of those like new NBA teams, or like setting it up. And LeBron James already has a stake in Liverpool Football Club, only 2%, but he 10x'd his investment in the last 10 years or something like that. And also great news, finally Martin Tyler is leaving Sky Sports ahead of the Premier League season. It has been confirmed by the Telegraph newspaper. And what is also great news is that Peter Drury is taking over, who is a legendary commentator, and now he will work alongside his NBC Sports duties on Sky Sports as well. So no more Martin Tyler's dull, really out of date commentary, and he was never enthusiastic about Liverpool, so I think he's a Man United fan. The Martial debut goal against Liverpool is famous for a reason for that Martin Tyler commentary. And Peter Drury is a special commentator. He makes the special moments even more memorable, so I'm really happy. And Alexis McAllister gave a brilliant interview in Argentina where he said, I had to play twice at Anfield, and any player you talk to tells you that it's crazy how people encourage the players. Within England, it is the closest thing to the people of Boca Juniors, to the fans of Boca Juniors. That's why I said that Liverpool is the Boca Juniors of England. I can't wait to play there. I can't wait to see you in a Liverpool shirt, Alexis McAllister. It's going to be an absolute honor and a brilliant sight to see you play in a Liverpool shirt. So I'm really looking forward to it. And I think Alexis McAllister will be brilliant for Liverpool, but we just need more midfielders, more people like him at Liverpool who are young, hungry, energetic, who haven't won a load of trophies already, and they need to come in this summer, because Liverpool need to attack the season from the first game week, trying to win every game, trying to win a Premier Premier League title. That should be Liverpool's ambition every single season. And Jose Enrique said that he loves Thiago as a player, but I believe, he said, and I quote, "I believe if an offer comes in for Thiago, Liverpool should take it. He's a top player, but most of the time he's injured. We need more reliable players." And yes, that's an argument to make, because we have been burnt before by injury-prone players like Naby Keita, Oxlade-Chamberlain. They left on a free transfer. But what if we play Thiago just once a week and rest him for the midweek games, or play him in midweek and rest him for the weekend games? That way his body will be able to recover fully and properly. We had so many injuries in midfield last season that we had to overplay Thiago, and that's why he broke down and got injured. Thiago is one of the best midfielders in the world when he's on form, when he's on fire. So I think Liverpool should give him this season to try and see if this tactic works. If we sign a load of midfielders this summer, then we won't have to overplay Thiago again, and that way he would be more reliable in staying fit. And if that's the case, if he can play a full season like this, playing one game every week, managing his fitness, managing his body, I would be happy to extend his contract. Because look at Luka Modric, look at Toni Kroos. They can play at the very, very top level when they are 37, 38 years old. So Thiago should be able to do that, because he doesn't rely on his physicality, his pace. He relies on his technicality and on his football brain. And that's it for today's video. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day. See you later. Goodbye.